Good morning, people. It is very windy today in Denmark. Like, very unexpected. But I feel like the weather is going crazy everywhere. And I feel that it is because that Mother Nature is reboosting itself or rebirthing itself. Everything is going through a rebirth, and we are all going through a rebirth. I don't know if any of you guys have been battling with this, but the past weeks, the past month, especially the past month, I feel like I have had this feeling of just dragging myself around, almost to the point where I actually almost gave up on myself, on everything. This feeling of feeling depressed. And normally I am a very happy person, a very bubbly person, but I couldn't shake this feeling off, of just feeling lost. And I feel that it is something that a lot of people are going through. And I tapped into my spirit team, I tapped into my spirit guides to be like, okay, what is going on here? And the message that I got was rebirth. It's something we are all going through. There's a lot of things coming up from our past, and it's because we are realizing that we are actually changing. We are realizing that we are actually stepping out of the past. So we have the tendency to hold on to something that's already gone. It's a coping mechanism, I heard. It is a coping mechanism. I might pronounce some words wrongly, but you guys still get them. Yeah. It is this energy of being authentic. I spoke about this yesterday, I believe, when I did the random. That was not yesterday. That was on Saturday, yeah, that I did the random pop-up message. And I feel there's a lot of that going on. With us expressing ourselves, not feeling afraid of expressing ourselves. I saw 313 with that. And it's just, you know, I just wanted to talk about this before that I dig into the tarot cards, because a big thing for me is to do more channeling. Obviously, I love to use tarot cards, but I sometimes actually forget to do channeling, to actually use my abilities when it comes to that. Yeah, to do the psychic work, to do the mediumship. And I never really did any research on it. I never, you know, knew the difference between being psychic and being a medium. For me, it was just like, it was the same, but came to find out recently that it's actually not the same. It's two different things. And if we don't tap into it, if we don't show it on the outside, we lock it in. And it's the same with whatever ability that you have, if it's singing, if it's dancing, if it's painting, if it's building a building, I mean, whatever it is, if you don't show the world that that is actually what you like to do, that is what you can do, you never explore more into it and you never grow. Growth is one of the biggest things that we have in our life that moves us forward. And I feel that a lot of the time we are so damn afraid of growth, because we know that it also involves us digging deeper, peeling off layers, and that can be afraid. And sometimes we actually ignore it, because that there is a lot of this energy being portrayed that we need to be happy, we need to smile, we need to think positive. But actually, one thing that I have realized with my spirit guides is that they're like, oh my god, being a human, having a human experience is not only about thinking positive, because we don't learn from always thinking positive. We learn actually from the negative experiences, right? The failures. That is what we actually learn from. That is what we grow from. So I think that we have built up this energy of being afraid of growth, of being afraid of making mistakes. So we don't move forward, we stay put. Makes sense actually also with the weather, right? Like, we can't always have sunny weather. Definitely not with this transition that the world is going through. We can't have sunny weather all the time. We have to dig into this energy of, yeah, that is actually cozy with this weather. Like, instead of hating it, just tap into it and be like, I welcome you, storm, because you're cleansing. I'll welcome you, snow, because you give me clarity, you give me peace. I welcome you, sun, obviously, because you give me warmth, right? You give me vitamins. And I found myself yesterday watching something on YouTube where someone, well, it started to snow. It snowed where she was, and instantly I got this like, oh my god, well, you know, because she was so happy about that it was snowing, and then my ego twisted in. I was like, oh my god, how can you be happy about that? Because that it is because that our world is being destroyed. And it's because of global warming, or warning, no, not warning, warming. And I actually stopped myself and I was like, oh damn, I don't want to be in this energy. And I was like, I get her, because snow is exciting. It is. And yeah, there is a lot of changes going on, but things will turn better. I know it might not seem that way, but really digging deep into spirit and what they really want us to know is that yes, the world, Mother Nature, is going through rebirth. There's a lot of things going on in the world, but it will get better. And it gets better because that humanity, because us, think that it will get better. Again, we are energy. We are all connected. I am you, you are me. And it's the same for, I was just about to say the person sitting next to you, it's the same for your neighbor. We are all one energy, we are all the universe is us. So if we start to just love the moments, whatever is happening, well, you know, obviously, you know, there's a lot of crazy things happening. But then instead of being afraid, turn it into love. Spreading love. Being in our heart, like I said in the last video. Yeah. We have climbed this mountain. It's so interesting because when I was getting ready today, I had this vision of someone climbing the mountain. And it was a female, but I think it is a representation of the feminine energy. The feminine energy is very nourishing. The feminine energy is very cozy. The masculine energy is more this energy of like, go get it. So the feminine energy is like, you know, like I like to stay home. I like to cook. I like things to go slow. So I think that is like what got carried up the mountain with this feminine energy that I saw. And she had this like flowy dress on, very long dress. And she was very like, oh my god, this is hard, I'm climbing. And she kept, you know, being like, why is this so hard? Until like I saw this sun just shining on her and warming her up. And then she looked back and she realized that her dress was actually caught in a bush or in a tree. So she was like, oh, that's why it was so hard, because I was stuck. And the energy that came with that was like, yeah, we are so stuck sometimes mentally that we forget to tap into our heart, and we forget to tap into the moment, because that in the moment is where we realize a lot of things. And yes, we can get lost and we can daydream and we are in the moment, but if we really just pay attention, we move forward. So the moment that this female energy released herself from the tree or whatever she was stuck on, she could climb up without any problems. But because she was so stressed about just moving forward and climbing up, just being so much like, oh, this is so hard. She didn't realize that she was actually just like, her flowy dress was actually just stuck. It was very random, and I laughed a little bit when I was putting on mascara and I had this vision. It was so funny. Yeah. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that was very interesting. But should we take our trustworthy tarot and just see? I'm not going to take a lot of cards today. But I feel this, the female said it all. The climbing female said it all to us. Because I feel that is us, right? That is us being in our feminine energy. Being like, oh, why is there so much shit going on? Why is the weather so disgusting? Why am I feeling lost? And when we just keep ourselves in that energy, we will keep feeling lost. We will attract more of that. So turn it into like, ooh, yes, okay, this is a growth period for me. I can turn this into something positive. It's, you know, again, it's okay to have days where you feel like shit. It's a human thing. You know, I do that a lot too. We're balancing out this energy of moving forward. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, definitely. Weighing options. This energy of you being in the moment right now, especially again with the Hermit, that's actually very saying. Wanting to move out of the drama, the stuckness. And then like, oh, okay, what am I feeling? Because we are sometimes afraid of actually tapping into what we are feeling, because we want to feel good. So we always like focus on the good, but sometimes we need to focus on, why is it that I feel bad? Is there something that I need to pay attention to in my surroundings? Is there something that is stuck in my energy field? Because that's another thing. Am I holding on to past emotions? Am I holding on to grudge? Am I mad at someone? And most of the time when we are mad at someone, it's because we are mad at ourselves. If you are mad at an ex, it's probably because you are mad at the decision you make. Like, why did I trust this person? But fact is, you went through an experience. You grew from the experience. And the moment you just release yourself from that burden, and the moment you're just forgiving yourself, because that is what it's about. Yes, we need to forgive the other person. But if you think about it, it's actually easy to forgive if you really dig deep. And I know this is a very big trigger for a lot of people. If you really dig deep, it's not so much that you hate the other person, it's more the hate towards yourself. Mirror work when it comes to this is very, very good, because then you really see, who is it that I actually am mad and angry at here? Yeah, it might take some time, you know, but you will succeed. There is a lot of success waiting for you. A lot of success. You will always succeed. But you need to get out of your mind. Again, the Hermit doesn't even see that the star is lighting up and showing the way. So you are in a position right now where you're really choosing a lot of things. Choosing a new lifestyle. Choosing new friends. Choosing new work. Love. Choosing a new you, a new world, a new vibe, right? A lot of new things. But it's us that needs to change and choose, not the people around us. Because if there's people around us who doesn't change, why are we keeping stuck in that loop, right? Yeah. Things change when we change. That is a fact. And I think that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me. It means the world. And yeah, I will get this out to you guys, and then I will record more, hopefully record some monthlies. Yes, I will do it in a new way, so that is going to be exciting. But I think the biggest lesson for us today is trust our vibes. Trust them. Trust the gut feeling. Trust the vibration that you feel. always. You are your own magnet. So what are you attracting today? With that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.